Good morning, and welcome again to Ask the Experts on Talk Radio 1190. It's the beginning of the month again, and that means that we have a bit of a doubleheader going on for baseball fans. Roger Wakefield, expert plumber of Texas Green Plumbing, is back with us again. www.texasgreenplumbing.com, a way to get in touch with him. Also, you can try the phone if you're next one, 972-442-4101. He also brings with him Jeff Lindegrin, the Vice President of Happiness at Great Western Home Loans. You can find them www.gwloans.com or 972-407-9900. So let's talk about... Oh, go right ahead. Yes, sir.
Joe, I just want to say I appreciate you going retro on the www.
Absolutely. Right. I could even go all the way back and do the HTTP : // I don't even think you have to do that anymore.
On the World Wide Web.
Absolutely, yeah. Talking about the web, let's talk about networking with realtors. How'd you get started doing that, Roger?
My wife is an etiquette and protocol consultant. She owns a company called JW Etiquette, and she actually teaches people how to get out and network.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, networking is great for a lot of businesses. Her business is one that people don't realize every day. Hey, I need etiquette and protocol training.
Absolutely. Hand up right here.
Most people need it, but they just don't realize it.
2 hands up right here.
So plumbing's a little bit different. She kept trying to get me to go out networking. I kept saying, honey, look, it's not working for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get some calls every now and then, but this just, I can't see going out every week just to get a call once a month.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, when she gets a call once a month, it's a big call. But she talked me into it, and one night we went out to a happy hour networking event. And I told her before I got there, I said, I'm going to walk in, and we're going to separate.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to hang out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing against you, but
sure.
I'm here to work. So you let me do my deal, you do your deal, and let's see how it goes.
Right.
When we left 2.5, 3 hours later, she looks at me in the car. She says, oh, my God, every time I look up, you've got a crowd of people around you,
mm-hmm.
and you're waving your arms in the air, and you're talking, and you're going on and on.
Yeah.
And she says, what are you talking about? I said, plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, plumbing? I said, that's what they'd ask me what I do, and then they all have questions.
Sure.
And that's where I go.
Absolutely.
Same exact thing happened to me, only I didn't take my wife with me or even an ex-wife with
mm-hmm.
me. When I started doing this for Great Western Home Loans about 5 years ago, started networking with realtors and other mortgage people and everybody. And several folks from the company would want to go with me. And I said, sure, you're welcome, come on. So I go, and I'm working the room. And I didn't take a class, but I didn't talk with these guys. And I was going, well, where are they? And I finally found them, and they were talking in a corner
mm-hmm.
with themselves.
Right.
They were not interacting with other people. And they said, Jeff, come hang out with us. No, man, I'm working. All right.
Sure. Yeah.
You've got to go touch everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're right. Not everybody gets it. A
mm-hmm.
few people do. You know, I'm guessing less than 20% of the folks that go to networking parties are actually networking the entire event.
Right.
It's funny because I'll watch people at events now, and you see a man and wife that come in together, and they're together the entire night.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Half the night it's just them standing there talking to each other.
Right.
And it's like, wait, y'all are here to network, and this is what you call this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I went on my first date when I was 16, my mom said, hey, whatever you do, don't leave her side. You know, it was a social at the church.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Man, she was shy and boring. In fact, I was shy back then as well.
Uh-huh.
So I just stood there with her. You know, God, it wasn't even. I wanted to go talk with my buddies.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, we're trained to stay with your wife or husband, significant other.
Just anybody that's with you socially, it feels like they're kind of your safety blanket in this room full of people that aren't around.
You know, Joe, Roger is one of those people. He is a safety blanket for someone like me because he's very entertaining and energetic and positive all the time.
Absolutely.
And that's fun. However, you got to go talk to the boring people too, because they all need business,
right.
exposure of
mm-hmm.
your business and your plan. So the more you can interact with the more people, the more business you're going to do.
Right.
It's just that simple.
And the good thing is when you do have a safety net like that,
mm-hmm.
Jeff is great. The first time I was at Great Western Home Loans,
mm-hmm.
at the event, he's like, Roger, do you know so-and-so? Do you know so-and-so? Do
mm-hmm.
you know so-and-so? And the good thing about a good networker, we're not there for us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I know that sounds crazy. If I help introduce Jeff to 50 people, Jeff's going to say, oh, my God, I want to introduce Roger to 100 people. This has been great for me. And to be honest, that's really what it is. When I meet people, I'm not going to connect with everybody, and I may meet someone and think, okay, this person and I may never do business together, but I need to introduce them to so-and-so.
Right.
And that's always in my mind, because if I can help someone else, like I said, I'm not just there to help me. And then going back to what Jeff said about taking people, I've taken some of my plumbers to networking events, and they come back and they won't tell me. They're like, oh, no, that was fun. I enjoy that. They come back and tell Julie, I'm not Roger. I cannot do that.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. And a lot of folks will say, yeah, I went to that, but I didn't get anything out of it. It's not a one and done thing.
Sure.
Networking is a full-time business. When I went to Kroger last night, I was networking. This morning, when I mowed my new neighbor's yard, I was networking. Because everywhere I go, somehow it comes up what I do for a living. I have a cool job title, VP of Happiness.
Of course.
There's a great story behind that, but I can't tell it on the air.
Oh, well.
But you just got to be fun and just see the positive in folks, not the negative, and focus on all that. And man, because they're going to remember you.
Sure, absolutely.
And gosh, I'm bad at remembering names, Joe. I remembered yours because it's Joe, and I wrote it down 3 times. But people always say, "Hey, Jeff, how you doing?" Man, I'm sorry, and I'm too honest. I'll go, "I'm sorry, I don't remember your name." And a lot of people are good at faking it. Hey, their voice goes up a few octaves. But,
right, absolutely.
But the more people you meet, the more friends you make, social, Facebook, be my friend, all of that, it matters. And that's how you grow business.
Do you feel like you've always had that approach to networking, that it's just an everywhere you go type of thing?
When I'm drinking, no.
Well, like you said, you were networking at Kroger. I ate lunch at Lockhart's Barbecue in Plano yesterday. And, there's a line. And the guy from behind me is with Plano Independent School District, special education instructor. Lady in front of me was a technician and had several engineers there for lunch with her. And we're all talking, and she starts talking about, well, I bought a house that was built in '83, so I have issues, and my neighbors across the street had a big pile of dirt in their yard. And I don't know what it is about being a plumber. It gets back to plumbing. Oh, by the way, I've got a question. And I'm fine with that. I love it.
Well, you like barbecue. Lockhart's is known for their burn-ins.
Yes.
And I need to go back there. I've been there a few times, but they're great. Plumbing and eating.
It's an inlet outlet type deal.
There's some sort of connection there, I feel like.
When Roger and I go and eat and talk about business, we talk about social media, not really plumbing, because I can't separate the – anyway.
Speaking of social media, and we talked about YouTube a while ago and Facebook, I literally got invited to go to a pop-up for LinkedIn, and LinkedIn sent the LinkedIn video people. And it's not like that call you get every week, hey, I'm with Google, I want to help you. And it's like, okay, does Google sign your paycheck? Well, no, sorry, but okay, then I work with Google too. I write them a check every now and then. But LinkedIn Video actually brought people from New York down and said, look, we want to show you things that people are doing on LinkedIn Video now, and then we want to teach you how to do LinkedIn Video better and gain traction. And here's what we're working on with hashtags and ampersands and all this, and they're trying to grow it. And myself, Will, my video guy, Julie, my wife, who runs the office, so I guess she's really my boss. I didn't say that. Cut that, Anthony. Cut that out, please.
It's been out there now.
Yeah, it's gone now. Anyway, the thing is, we got asked to be part of a Dallas LinkedIn video network, and oh my God, there are some amazing people here doing some great things. And anybody who's not on LinkedIn doing video. And Jeff and I had this conversation before I went to a big marketing event a while back. Video in social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, it's huge, guys. If you're not doing it, start thinking about it.
So we're talking social media, we're talking networking. Why did you get into this business, Jeff, do you think, into getting into networking social media?
Great question, Joe. Here's the thing that I noticed immediately when I've been in the mortgage business for, 17 years. But when I started doing networking and marketing, the first thing I noticed is the real estate industry, they have a lot of events all the time, but they are somewhat exclusive. Okay, they'll have these 4, 5, 6 sponsors. You know, they're doing a happy hour. They need somebody to split the tab, basically. So the affiliates, the mortgage companies, the insurance agents, the title companies,
the plumber,
the inspector, the plumber.
Yeah.
They're all pitching in to, split the tab. And then if you're not the lender or the plumber, well, you are not welcome to go to the happy hour. Well, I said, the heck with that.
Wow.
Right? So I put on events, and I said, look, everybody's welcome. All right, and so I will go to their events too, but I'll pick up my own tab. I would never want someone else to get mine. So what I did, there's a young people network, a young professional network, and it's exclusive. It's open to realtors, but it's exclusive to these members in our industry that are part of it. So I created the Cool People Network, CPN. All right. So, and this is how Roger got in. Right?
Yeah, because I'm not allowed at the young people network.
So you're invited if you're cool.
Okay.
If you want to be cool, or in Roger's case, if you used to be cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I believe we're supposed to cut that as well. I
Yeah,
think that's
and
what I'm being told.
I noticed Anthony stepped away.
No.
I'm in trouble.
No, but so it started out. The first one we did was a crawfish boil, and we had about 200 people, and I do the cooking. That's part of it. Have a live band, have a nice porta potty out there.
And Jeff can cook.
Thank you. And then we did hamburgers. And then we stepped it up and we did pig roast in the fall. Pig roast. Now we have 500 people there. Same cool band. Band's fun. They let us get up there and sing with them. And then we do beer can chicken. Okay. Anyway, we just do it in the back of the building.
Right.
Out there, we've got a creek in the backyard. It's a nice venue. I mean, we could do it at a park.
Sure.
It doesn't have. It can be anywhere.
Right.
But and really, we only advertise it on social media, and then everybody invites other people about it. I don't care if every mortgage company in town comes. Okay, that's a great opportunity for us to show them about us and how friendly we are in our business, and maybe they'll come work for us.
Right.
Okay. Every realtor's invited. Every plumber's invited. Every electrician. There's no exclusion.
Right.
Okay. And like at first I said, everybody bring a case of beer. That's their price.
All right. Sure.
As a sponsor.
How do you guys feel that going to these has increased what you guys do? Because I really like the idea of this big community of businesses working together for this.
I love it. It's really helped me a lot, and you can ask Jeff in a minute. I'm part of one of the sponsor groups he talks about where there's one plumber, there's one home inspector, there's one insurance guy, and we split the tab between 10 of us. That's Dallas Elite Real Estate Group, and we invite every realtor we know. Jeff is friends with the home mortgage specialist, so there's no issue there.
Right.
And the neat thing is there's not a lot of other trades. I've never seen another electrician. I've never seen an HVAC person. I've never seen. I have seen roofers because they're their own breed. but plumbers, HVAC people, electricians, there's not a lot of those that go to events like this.
You are the only plumber I've ever seen at a real estate event.
Do you think that they're just not invited, or they just don't come because they don't know, or?
Well, they're probably at home counting their money. But
I don't have any to count.
Roger's
so
got people hired to do that.
Yeah.
No, it requires out of the box thinking. Roger is that. Okay, most folks in business like that can't get out of the box. Okay, we've been doing it this way so long, we're going to keep doing it this way.
So we have got plenty left in our doubleheader with Roger Wakefield, the expert plumber of Texas Green Plumbing, and Jeff Lindegrin, the vice president of happiness at Great Western Home Loans. Don't go anywhere. This is Ask the Experts on Talk Radio 1190.